Hello, everyone. I'm Sifu Lawrence Hill. Welcome to SystemsWithinSystems.com. Well, you can reach me on that, and I will connect you with all the sites. So I'd like to talk about a couple of things here that will lead into dealing with stress a little bit. You notice that my school's name is called Systems Within Systems. And now I'm introducing something that I've been doing for the rest of my whole life. At the end of the class, I say grow, learn, teach. So systems within systems means that there are many systems within us, many systems of thought, many voices that we have to deal with. To me, they all have something to say. Systems within systems dealing with the body, that the right hand has a different consciousness than the left hand. That our body and understanding our body and the sum of our parts is what makes us greater than the sum of our parts. Doesn't mean that we discard them. It just means we have a better understanding of how they move and what they're doing, which is part of the beauty of the Tai Chi and form work. So getting into what systems within systems means, if you see in my symbol, there's this like little maze. And then in the middle of the symbol, there's this yin and yang symbol, which is constantly moving, rotating, never really staying in one place. And then there's these two dark and white matter, that circles that intersect one another. All of this, the systems within systems, is to grow closer to your center. And the idea is that nobody's perfectly ever in the center. That's why there's a little yin and the yang and everything is moving around. But our journey is to have better understanding of ourselves, and to be able to hear and understand the many voices that are inside of us. Now, when we talk about the many voices, we discard many things with those voices, but they all have something to say within us. The systems within systems allows you to listen to those voices and hear what they have to say. What becomes dangerous is when you attach an emotion to that voice. So you have to understand as well your emotions, your emotional content. This is all part of our journey, I believe, and helping us to deal with stress a little bit. When we talk about stress, there is positive and negative stress. So positive stress would be canceling out the negative stress. But as humans, we are designed to deal with stress, to handle stress. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today if we were not. So, when we talk about the many voices, we are made up of a lot of things, a lot of thought. When we attach an emotion to that thought is when that thought could become dangerous. But understanding the thought and the emotion and working together, that's all part of like bringing the breath in, calming down, coming through with it, and movement. There's a lot to talk about this. So don't be so quick to discard your thoughts. Thoughts are only a thought. Is when you take that thought and you put it into action, it could have positive or negative results. That's your decision. That's your free will allowing you to make that decision. So if you hear voices in your head and there's something wrong with you in that way, well then maybe you need to seek out help and understand those voices and see where that's going to take you. If you act on those voices, like somebody going in a movie theater and shooting people, well, that is listening to the wrong God, right? And that's putting an emotion to it and acting on something that you shouldn't be acting on. But it is very important to understand the systems within systems, I believe, and why I call the school systems within systems for such a long time. And I'll get more into that, maybe how that actually came to me down the line. But we are many systems of thought. When we attach an emotion to that thought, it can overwhelm us and stress us out, and as well give us anxieties. And I suppose that as these videos go through more, I'm trying to keep them short so I'm not boring people too much. We'll talk more about some of my personal experiences with that. I like telling a lot of stories and whatnot. But the systems within systems deals with the many systems of movement, the body, getting in touch with it, connecting to the many brains, understanding the overall body consciousness, and to be able to express that into the world. And on the next video, I'll talk a little bit more about Grow, Learn, Teach. Thank you. Grow, Learn, Teach.